Hi there. Welcome back to my channel, Right with Mona. Today's topic is 6 steps to developing a character's backstory. When developing a character's backstory, there's an overview that you have to do. You have to do basic information, their personal history, your character's personalities or any traits they have. Their are important. Also, the career and skills. Lastly, significant life events. Basic information, that's number one. It's a name. You include any nicknames or aliases that you want to give your character. Age. This impacts the maturity, their experience, and physicalities. You consider how the age affects their viewpoint as well. Appearance is also important. This should describe their height and build, other features, their hair, skin tone, and complexion, clothing style, the posture, the way they walk and move, their voice, and anything else that can come to mind to make that character stand out. My example for basic information, I created a fictitious character. His name is Daniel Carter. He's 40 years of age. He's average height and slender in his built with light blonde hair. And he has a mole on the left side of his chin. Number 2 is their personal history. Characters' personal history consists of the birthplace and family. Where were the characters born? Who are their family members? And what was the relationship with them? Their childhood. What was it like? Did they have any significant events that happened or any experiences that helped shape their character? Also, their education is important. What level of education did they receive? Any notable achievements or influences? Personal history. Daniel was born in a small town in Maine. Both of his parents were biochemists. His father's name was Rob and his mom's name was Shirley. However, even though they were biochemists, his mom was a marine biologist. And he has an older sister named Debbie. Daniel spent most of his childhood fishing and blowing things up. He was a devilish child. His education he attended his local high school and later studied at the University of Miami, where he got his PhD in chemistry. Number 3, for your character's personality and traits. Strengths and weaknesses. Identify, their powers, any gifts they have, or any flaws. Their fears and desires are important, especially to get to the core of the motivation and anxiety that drives that character's behavior. Their hobbies and interests, what do they enjoy doing in their free time? Daniel's fear is that he feels inadequate because of his size. He's a little guy. His greatest desire is to work for the FBI to build chemical weapons of mass destruction. Daniel is determined, he's resourceful and organized, but he's impulsive and he struggles with feeling of inadequacy. His hobbies include he enjoys boxing and watching football, and he also mentors at-risk youth at the local YMCA. Number 4 is relationships. Friends and enemies. Who are the closest friends and worst enemies? And how did these relationships develop? Romantic relationships or any past or current romantic relationships, and how have these influenced their behavior? And who else do they have relationships with or frequent interactions? This also can show you, why the person or the character that you created acts a certain way. Okay, for number 4, for Daniel, His best friend's name is Alex, and they've been confidants since childhood. He has a strained relationship with his father, because he divorced his mom and they broke up the family when he was 12. His romantic relationship is an on and off again relationship with his girlfriend Ruby, and she's a nurse, so she works long hours. That could contribute to, what broke them up. They met through mutual friends and they've been seeing each other for 10 years. Career and skills. What is your character's occupation? Do they have a job or profession? And how did they get into that field? Skills and talents. You pinpoint specific abilities and natural attributes a person possesses, whether they're technical, creative, interpersonal, or any other area where they excel. You see here, careers and skills. Again, Daniel, he works for the FBI in chemical forensics. His skills and talents are he is skilled in chemical diluting, which is no surprise. Number 6, their significant life events. These are your character's turning points. You have to identify, any key events that, significantly impacted their life. Their challenges or triumphs, what challenges they faced and how has they overcome that challenge. Daniel's turning point was the death of his mom. It forced him to reach out, to mend his 20-year feud that he had with his father. His challenges and triumphs were that he had to face his fears of hatred for his father, and that in turn helped him to develop a stronger relationship with Ruby. Thank you for watching Right with Mona, and I hope you enjoyed the 6 steps to developing a character's backstory. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, write them down below, and I will try to answer any questions that you may have. Again, thank you for watching, and share this video. Until next time, see you later.